Today we're learning Chapter 7, Lesson 7, Multiply by 0 and 1, pages 403 to 405. So we're learning about two properties today. One property is called the zero property of multiplication, and zero property states that any number multiplied by 0 equals 0. Okay, identity property is the other one, and that one says that any number multiplied by 1 equals that number. Typing the wrong word, or writing the wrong word. Sorry about that. Property. Okay, and you're on, it's recording you. Okay, identity property says any number that you multiply by 1 equals that number. Okay, so let's practice with this. There are some flower pots. Each has some daisies. How many daisies are, oops, read the question. I keep doing that. Okay, now the word problem. There are, with numbers, there are 4 flower pots. Each has 1 daisy. So now I know how many flower pots I have and how many daisies in each pot. Now let's see what the question is. There are 4 flower pots. Each has 1 daisy. How many daisies are there in all? Find the unknown. So now I need to know how many daisies in all, so I know what to do with those numbers. So 4 flower pots, 4 groups of 1 is what? So we're going to circle 4 equal groups of 1. There's 1 flower. There's 1 flower. There's 1 flower. And there's 1 flower. That is 4 groups of 1. So 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 equals 4. So 4 groups of 1 is 4. The unknown is 4. There are 4 daisies in all. The identity property of multiplication says that when a number is multiplied by 1, the product is that number. Okay, let's go to the next page. Describe the pattern of the products shaded green. Each product is the number what? So let's look at the green shaded product right here. Okay, all of these here are all what? They are all zeros. So whenever you're multiplying a number by 0, the answer is going to be 0. Look at the circled product. Follow left and above to the circled factors. Complete the number sentence. So we have 3 times 0 equals 0. Actually, I could highlight that. That'd probably be better. So we're getting a lot of lines. So 3 times 0 equals 0. Look at the product with a square around it and complete the number sentence. So the product with a square around it is right here. And if we go to the left and we go up, there are our factors. So it's 7 and 0. So 7 times 0 equals 0. If there are 7 equal groups and 0 objects in each group, then there are 0 objects total. The 2 number sentences are examples of the zero property of multiplication, which states that the product of any number and 0 is 0. Okay, guided practice. I will read it to you, then you will pause the video, write your answer, and then start the video and see if you got your answer right. So look at the row and column of products shaded yellow. Describe the pattern. When a number is multiplied by blank, the product is that number. Pause your video. Okay, when a number is multiplied by 1, the product is that number. Okay, this is an example of the blank property of multiplication. Pause your video. Okay, this is an example of the identity property of multiplication. Okay, if 100 is multiplied by 0, what will the product be? Explain your reasoning. Think about that for a minute. Okay, any number multiplied by 0 is 0, so 100 times 0 equals 0. Okay, if your teacher gave you specific directions for this page, you can stop your video now. The rest of you keep going with me. So independent practice, circle equal groups to find the unknown. Write the unknown. So you have 2 groups of 1 daisy. So you're going to circle the groups and then write the unknown, what goes in the little gray boxes. You have to fill in the blue line. If you want to fill in the gray boxes, you can, but that's not required. Do the same thing for number 4 over here. Circle 5 groups of 1 and write the unknown. Write an addition sentence to help find each product. Check using the identity property of multiplication. If you're not sure how to do 5 and 6, you can look back here on the first page and you can see that we wrote a repeated addition sentence right here. That's what you're supposed to do on those 2. Okay. So you should write your repeated addition sentence here and here with your answer on the blue line, your product on the blue line. You do not need to highlight those spaces in green. Use the 0 property of multiplication to find each product. Not too tough. Okay, and then you're going to draw a line to match each number sentence to its unknown. So the first row are your number sentences. The bottom are your unknowns. So all you do is you just draw a line. Draw the easiest line possible. If you make it too confusing to grade, I'll just mark it all wrong. So draw your lines as straight and as clearly as possible. If you want to use a different color for each line, that would be fabulous because it's much easier then for me to see. If I can't see it to grade it, you don't get credit for it. Okay, that's it. That's multiplying by 0 and 1.